Hello, hello, hello. It's me again, your faithful reading teacher, Mrs. Albandia. Today, we are going to practice reading like a writer, and we're going to explain and practice how using precise words and very specific language and descriptive details help bring stories to life. And for this, we're going to use page 115 in your MyView workbook. So you can pause me now, and you can go get page 115 in your MyView book. Okay, I have two sentences here, and one I really like, and the other one is kind of boring. Let's see if you can figure out which one's which. The first one says, "The boat moved through the water as I rowed across the lake by myself." These words don't really paint a very nice picture for the reader, or tell very much about the narrator. Kind of a boring sentence. Now read the next sentence. "The oars broke the surface of the water as I proudly rowed across the lake on my own." The descriptive details in the precise language help the reader picture what's really happening and understand how the narrator feels at that moment. The narrator feels proud as they rowed across the lake on their own. Next, I have page 115. And we're going to read a passage from a story called Pedro's Journal. And in this piece from Pedro's Journal, there are some highlighted words. And those highlighted examples are of precise language that really helps paint a picture for the reader, and we understand how the character might feel. It says, "Perhaps I am a natural seaman, although I admit that looking over the side of this creaking ship into the swelling water can fill me with terror." Number 1 says identify. The author, Pam Conrad, includes these details to describe what Pedro thinks and feels. We kind of can hear Pedro's voice explain how he feels about being on the sea. This creaking ship, he hears scary sounds. The water is swelling, and it fills him with terror. So I can ask myself, what does this language tell me about Pedro's voice? Creaking, swelling, and filling him with terror. So I can conclude that Pedro wants to be a sailor, but is sometimes afraid of the sea. Those descriptive details really help me to understand Pedro's thoughts and feelings about being on the water. Now it's your turn. Here's another part of a piece of story by Pam Conrad about Columbus on page 115. And we're going to do the first question together, and then it will be your turn to finish the last two on your own. So we're going to examine how the author's use of language contributes to voice. It says, "The 6 native men Columbus has taken aboard are not very happy. One by one they are escaping, which I cannot help but say I am happy for." Pam Conrad uses some language here. I cannot help but say I'm happy. You might be wondering, what is the person happy about? Happy about the escaping. Examine how the author's use of language contributes to voice. Pam Conrad uses the language. Oh, it's hard to write with this pencil. I am happy. The next question says, what does the language tell me about Pedro's voice? And make a conclusion on your own. How does Pedro feel about the 6 native men Columbus has taken aboard? How does Pedro feel about the 6 native men? Try on your own. I'll see you later.